Hey guys, so we're sitting out here with a cup of black coffee. It's raining. I figured it was like the perfect setting to talk about loneliness, talk about friendship. Because I see a lot of videos out there of people saying they're lonely, they're having a difficult time making friends, and sort of don't know how to approach it. I would say that definitely as you get older, the dynamic of friendship changes, and that's a good thing. Your friendship dynamic, especially when you're like my age, you're 30 something, it should not be the same dynamic as when you're 20. I'll use my neighbors as an example. I feel kind of bad, but they're about my age. They got kids. Every night I see these people out there standing outside drinking and smoking all night. And then when it's Friday, somehow they hang out harder, they drink and smoke louder. That was fine when I was like in college. But to be like in my 30s and to just be doing that every night, like that's the mecca. That is the mecca of your day, is just stand out front, smoke cigarettes, and drink beer. You know, when you're trying to be like a high capacity, high performance person, you just don't have time for that stuff. Like, I just don't have time to stand there and smoke and drink all night. Maybe once in a while, okay, but every night, like that's your life. So that's sort of the issue is, what when you're saying like you want friends, what does that mean? You know, because I want to do productive things. I'm trying to get somewhere. And when I have a friendship, and I'm talking about like a ship, I want to know that we're going somewhere and trying to achieve something. I don't want a friendship that's just going to be a time capsule, because I've got friends who uh, I went to high school with, and guess what? They live in the same house. They live exactly the same way that they did in high school. Drinking, smoking, and just kind of not moving forwards. Those friends, I mean, you got to watch out for those friends, because they will keep you stuck. They will hold you back, you know. So I think if you're looking for friends, looking for a change of friends, it's all about the people you surround yourself with and what their goals are. It's all about your hobbies. I think hobbies are a great way to bring people together. Even if your hobby is like playing Magic the Gathering, playing cards, and it's like you go to the hobby shop once a week and you play a trading card game. At least you guys are meeting there for like a purpose. Like there's a reason for it. It's not just drink, smoke, and I don't know, stand there. So it just, the dynamic becomes a little bit more like there's like purpose to you hanging out. One of my good friends, again from high school, who's a little bit more on the path that a little bit better of a path. He does crafts and stuff, and he'll do craft shows, and so I'll go and help him set up for his craft show. And that's sort of the dynamic of the friendship. It's like, how can I help you? How can I help you on your dream? He's got this little dream of having a side hustle where he's selling crafts. He tells me he's got a show. I'm like, I'll show up, I'll help you set up, I'll help you run the stand, I'll help you break down. So that's kind of more the dynamic of the friendship. It's like we don't really have time to stand there and smoke and drink. We're sort of trying to do things, and if you want to come along and help me with my goal or help me do something, that's a really good friend. And it's a little bit of a selfless, you have to be selfless to some extent. You can't be a selfish friend. Not all your friends are there to take care of you. Like, they want to be taken care of too. So I think recognizing that just the dynamic shifts, you don't want to be the same person at 30 that you are at 20. you just want to be around people who are doing better things, but ironically, the people who are doing better things don't always have the time to hang out. So it just becomes a little bit more about keeping up with people, you know, shooting them a text once in a while. Hey, how are things? Um, just keep up with people, and again, like, have something to offer them. And for me, you know, it's the best connections I make is just, again, it's these networking events. It's because we have like a unifying hobby or unifying goal. We are just kind of trying to keep each other on the right path. You know, if we see that somebody's struggling, if somebody's having a tough time mentally, you know, we're like there for each other with those meetups. So I think being part of any club is just really great. It's a really great way to kind of build those connections if you're missing them in your life. But yeah, guys, I mean, I go through it too. Some nights I'm just sitting here, I'm like, man, I wish I was doing something. But then there was times like that I felt like that, and then I ended up like going to a friend's house or something, and then it's like we're just sitting there anyway. So it's like we're actually like not even really doing anything productive. Yeah. So I don't know. Why don't you guys drop your comments, whatever you're thinking, what you're struggling with friends, what your thoughts are on that, and how do you keep friends, or how do you stay with friends when you're trying to, like, every day you're trying to make the most out of it, you know? And friends like to spend money. They like to spend money. All right, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for continuing to listen to me. All right.